Hey, Gene here. Today I'm going to show you how to install a booster plug in a Kawasaki Vulcan. I have a 2015 Kawasaki Vulcan S, but it'll be the same through 15 through 19, I believe. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Booster plug says that it'll take 5 minutes, but I think they're lying. I think it'll take longer than that. And what the booster plug is supposed to do is it increases your power and it makes it so your throttle isn't so twitchy. Because I know on these Vulcan S, they're pretty twitchy at low speeds, and you go from say here to here and it's significant change, and you release your throttle and there's a significant amount of engine braking, and so this is supposed to help with that. So I'm going to install it, show you how to install it, and then I will give it a test ride and see what I think. The first thing we're going to need to do is you're going to need to take off some trim pieces. You're going to have to take off trim piece here, the one on the other side, this trim piece here. You're going to have to take off the seat, and then we're going to have to take off the tank. To take off the seat, you can either get the Allen key that's down in the storage compartment down below the seat, or if you have one, it's a 10 millimeter. And then these up here, and I believe this one here, are 3 millimeter. There is a little piece of rubber here. When you put it back on, this has to slide under on the edge of the tank, and then these little pegs poke in those grommets. There are 3 bolts holding the tank on, one right here, one right here, and one right there, and I believe they are 10 millimeter. Now that we've got all the bolts out, now we just need to lift the tank to get to the air cleaner, and you got to make sure that you don't you probably don't need to take the tank all the way off. You might just need to get a table or something to kind of sit it on. You need to just get it to the side enough to get to the airbox. So I just have the tank bungeed right here to the handlebar so that it doesn't pull the fuel line. And what we need to do is we're going to need to take these 2 Phillips type screws out, and then we're going to need to lift the ECU off. Okay, this plug right here is the one we need to get to. Also, I am not completely sure that it's necessary, but I work a lot with cars, and almost anything electrical with cars, the manufacturer suggests that you unhook the negative battery cable. So I'm going to go ahead and unhook the negative battery cable, even though that means that I will need to reset my clock and everything, but I don't want to accidentally mess something up. So since I'm unplugging electrical stuff, I'm going to unhook the battery first. Okay, so now you want to push the plug in, gently pull that out. Then you're going to want to plug this section in. And then, actually you probably want to run it and do that way. Plug it in, flop the ECU back over. Plug that section in. Make sure that you run the wires down and attach them to existing cables so they don't get pinched when you put the tank on. And then I routed it along this cable, and then up here where the brake line goes, and I routed it through here, and I zip tied it here. You want this sensor Sorry, let me get a light a little closer here. There. You want the sensor to be up front. You don't want it to be anywhere close to the engine because you want cold air to hit it, not hot air. So now the only thing that's left to do is to put everything back together, and we'll just do that in reverse of how we took it apart, and then take it for a test drive. Oh, and don't forget to hook your battery back up before you put the seat back on. Okay, so that took a lot longer than 5 minutes, but to be fair, if I had just been doing the installation and not also trying to make a video, I probably could have done it in 10 minutes. So their 5-minute estimation wasn't too terribly far off from realism. So now all I've got left to do is to put on my safety gear and take it for a ride and see how it feels and see what improvements are made, and I'll be right back with you. So the first test to see if it's improved is when I get up here at the stop sign. I'm going to release my accelerator. The engine braking is lessened, so yeah, this is much better. I look forward to riding it more and giving it a better review, but so far in this short ride, I am really pleased with how much different it handles than it did before I put this brake or this booster plug on there. So if you have a Kawasaki Vulcan S and it doesn't handle very smoothly at slow speeds, try the booster plug. I am going to take a street down here that's a 25-mile-an-hour street so that I can see how it handles in slower speeds, and I'm going to judge it on that. But so far it's a big improvement. Yes, this is much better. I mean, look, watch. It slows down nice and slow. It doesn't like try to throw me off the handlebars anymore. If I had taken my hand off the accelerator before I put this booster plug on there, I would have almost gone over the handlebars. It would have just like stopped me really slowed down really quick. And so this is a vast improvement. Well, stay tuned for more bike improvements to come. Whenever I do an upgrade or anything like that, I will make a video about it. So stay tuned for that. Also on Saturday, I am going to take this bike down to Pea Ridge National Cemetery and check that out. It's about an hour and a half away from me, and so I'm right down there, and I'll have a video on that. But in the meantime, if you have anything you'd like me to talk about, just comment down below. And if you've tried the booster plug or if you have any questions about it, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post more awesome videos like this. So thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe.